So guys, we're joined by another double panel interview. Just checking my sources to make sure it's not too bad. Make sure they're in the border. Yeah, they're good. So we got a split screen back in the OG days, or the retro days. I'm not sure you guys are a part of it, where you had to actually play on a split screen. You had to have use a piece of cardboard so they can't see, Mario Kart style. But
Screen shooting, yeah, back in the day, yeah.
back in the old OG days, used to do that for Mario Kart. Not that it helped the other people in particular, but anyway. And we've got Hassie and Jinxzie from KZG. And we've got two of them. How do you guys think the game's gone today? Okay, that was a very close one between KZG and DXA.
Oh, that was so stressful. I feel like all these relegations, we've been like, every game's been so close, apart from that first Inferno game. And we're just rolling so many rounds. But I think in the end, it was good. I'm happy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about that Inferno? Like, were you surprised about how that Inferno went? Because that was really just silky smooth from you guys.
I mean, I guess a little bit surprised considering they picked it, but I think with us in a scrim on it, I don't know, a few weeks ago, and we absolutely pumped them as well. But yeah, no, I'm surprised how well it went in the official.
Mm-hmm. What about?
Yeah, we've been practicing Inferno quite a lot, so I think it's like, especially like we joining the team, I think it's like probably my most comfortable map playing with these guys at the moment.
I also noticed as well with Hassie as well, you were hesitant to pick up the AWP on Inferno. You kept going with 5 rifles. So I was sitting there like round 5 and you guys had heaps of money. I was just like, he's going to pick up the AWP surely at this point. Because I think it was a round where an MP9 went down. I'm like, yeah, pick up the AWP. And then picked up an MP9.
Yeah, I think we called that one going to be a low buy for that one or something. So I just kept the MP9. Build up the money. I think I was by like round 5 or 6, I was rich. So I just helped us steamroll through the entire half.
Yep. Also, Jinxzie as well. How do you like the new roster at the moment with KZG? Obviously coming out from Arcade to KZG, how are you enjoying the new roster at the moment?
It's really good. I like it. We've been scrimming a bunch. Ming's been like going through everything with me and like off time when the other boys aren't around as well. So it's like trying to get me as comfortable as I can. Playing out all new positions though, so it's like been a bit difficult to try like change. Still anchor roles, but like every map it's completely opposite bomb site, so I'm like getting used to all the angles and everything. But Ming's made it really easy and the boys are great, so they've been really supportive.
What I'm just going to say is thank God your new anchor site is not A site Vertigo, okay? That would have just really mindfucked you.
Yeah.
With Vertigo, because this has been the first official for you guys on Vertigo, and I think in all of Australia, how do you guys enjoy the new like A connector access on Vertigo? How do you guys rate it?
I like it.
Yeah,
it's the same for me.
I think it's a bit more fun because you can do cheeky stuff on CT side. You can be on the railing. There's a big hole, so like your mid player can help and like rotate a lot faster. It's a lot easier to hold short. It just sort of depends what the Ts are doing, but I think it's a lot more fun from CT side point of view.
Yeah, I'd say overall, not to mention as well, the CTs can rotate just as quick as the Ts, because previously the T side, like they get like an extra 6-second head start, and they're already on A before you can fucking do anything.
Yeah, but now you just run straight to the hole in elevator and you're just fucking there before them. Yeah.
Yep.
I like it. But T side, though, it's a bit more stressful because they can, like, so many angles to clear coming up short. And
taking the site feels like shit now. It, like, feels like I'm having to, like, peek 3 angles at once just to try to get up on the site. And then, like, you have to, like, do the new smokes instead. Feels just more suffocating.
Yeah, I was just going to say that as well. Like, you have to check the secret angle double time because they can both peek from different angles. Do you feel it's going to change the defaults on that map in particular? Like, have you guys changed all your defaults on that map because of that?
We swapped roles. Sam was playing mid. He's on A now with us. But I think it lets you play a lot less CTs on A. Like, you can just play 2, where usually you'd have 3 on there a lot of the rounds. So it frees up like B site and mid players more. So you can have 2-1-2s are more common.
Okay.
Yeah, it allows you to like cheat the extra player over to B, I feel like a bit more easier because now they're like A player can do the mid stuff. So instead of like having to solo B, I think you could see DXA did it quite a lot where they were just hard forcing B stairs like almost their whole T side.
Yeah.
So
how does it feel like being back in ECL after 2 BO3s?
You can answer that, Jinx.
It feels great, man. I've always been in ECL, it's like gonna be like my first proper season of ECL, so I mean, I'm really excited for it. It does feel nice knowing that we only had to play like 2 BO3s, and then we also beat DXA before this in the ECL, so it was like coming in with like a little bit less worries because I already know how to like we've matched up into them before and things like that.
Now, overall, obviously, there's a lot of other teams as well. Well, actually, who's going to win between Deadweight and DXA, first of all? Let's give you the next BO3 tomorrow.
I would hope DXA, I'd say.
I would think DXA would win, right? Because they already beat them in the first round, right?
Yeah.
Or like stage 2 first round. So they probably would do it again. They had Cray playing. So, I mean, is Cray playing again now? Like, Motion's 0-1 in the stage 2 and Cray's 1-0. So
maybe. Could be it.
I think, didn't James talk a lot say he hates playing with Motion and that Cray's like way better? Didn't he say that last interview last night?
But it's Ruffleco, mate. Like, you don't take any of his stuff he says seriously, okay? He's just a meme machine.
Yeah. For sure.
With KZG in particular, especially with the other up-and-coming teams, what do you think about the newer teams coming in? You've got Art of War and you got Mantra. Do you think any of them will be a big threat? Kind of like Archon when they got into ECL?
I see Mantra scrim a lot, so they're probably going to improve at a pretty fast rate. Not sure about the other team though, but yeah, I'd say Mantra will probably improve a lot from an ECL season.
Yeah, and Art of War is like typically quite got some experienced players, right? Like Viridian, Best. I don't know all of their players off the top of the heart, but like they're definitely like pretty decent players, right? And then Mantra's got my old teammate in Arcade Magic in there, and he's like, I know he's really sharp and would help us carry a lot of games, so I'm sure he will be able to find his place in that team and pop off.
So an easy 2-0 over Mantra, that's what I'm hearing, right?
Yeah, definitely. I would never lose to these kids.
Overall in the Australian scene in particular, like obviously a lot of teams, to come together and whatnot, and they're not sure how to get over that ECL hurdle, What's your best advice to teams that want to get over that ECL hurdle as either individual or as a team?
Probably just play a lot. Build maybe don't switch rosters too much. Just build a solid team of people that are like-minded and just want to play together and enjoy playing with the people you play with as well. And just, I guess, scrim and practice.
Do what I did and jump ship to a team that's in ECL. That's the best way to get in.
So we've got the, I'm trying to think of the meme option. We've got the Monacy option, just jump to a good team after being really good. And then we've got the work hard to get there, okay? I don't know what option that is. No, but
the Mongols.
Mongols did work their way up, actually. That's actually a good example. What mechanics in particular, is it crosshair placement, aim? What, is the main focus that, if you want to improve individually? Is it utility? What areas are the most important to you guys?
Crosshair placement, for sure. It makes it so much better. If you got good crosshair placement, you can have awful aim. As long as you come around the corner with your crosshair in the right spot, you're always good for one. It's probably the most important thing. And then knowing a good amount of util, depending on what role you're playing, is obviously helpful as well. But I'd say crosshair placement is by far the most important thing.
I would have to say movement. I think if you have like average aim, but your movements are really good, the kills will come way easier. You'll see that a lot of people when they miss shots, it's not even because their crosshairs not on them. It's just because they haven't stopped moving properly or things like that, and they getting stuck on something or bouncing off walls or falling down when the person goes to peek them. Movement is very underrated, but you'll see the pro players they don't, whenever they move, it's all calculated. They never make a misstep and things like that.
And yeah,
especially in CS2 with the jiggling being so OP. You just jiggle angles out and peek them really awkwardly. It just destroys people.
So is it movement as in obviously counter strafing and whatnot to make sure that you know where your aim control is, basically?
Yeah. I think bunny hopping and things like that, although it's cool and fun and can be advantageous when you're rotating, I don't think it's that kind of movement is the movement that will make you go from being an average player to the next level. The next level stuff is when you're just counter strafing is perfect. 100% counter strafing. It's you're gonna get so many more kills.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the MP9 as a weapon, okay? Because a lot of people have been saying it's being OP and stuff like that as well. What do you guys think about it? Like, you guys think it's OP or nah? I think people are just complaining too much.
I don't think it's that OP. It's very, at least for me, it's so 50-50. Sometimes you can just run and gun and just double dink 3 people at like medium range. And then other days, you're point blank and you just spray a whole mag and just nothing hits. I think it's fine where it is. If you change it, people just start using UMP, MP7, which are kind of just busted as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think not really.
Yeah, I think it's strong, but I think it's only strong because the other options are like really weak around it, and there's like nothing else around in its price range that kind of does the same job. CZ coming back up with the kill can kind of do it, but it just doesn't have the mag or the fire rate that the MP9 does. Like,
Yep.
MP9 is like just strong almost as like having an AK or, well, not an AK, but like an M4, like the double dink to the head real close range.
Yep.
I pick it up quite a lot so I can get extra utility, set teammates up and block and whatnot.
Actually, I'm going to say overall with Hassie, how's the AWP going so far? Because you played pretty well today. You got some really clean shots, some really clean trades as well, because that's hard to do with the big green. Now, how's it feel now compared to ESL Challenger Melbourne? So I asked you this question as well.
More comfortable on it. Yeah. I'm a bit more comfortable on the AWP now. It's kind of easy. It is a lot harder in CS2 to hold angles, so you have to hold them so wide. But yeah, I think I'm definitely coming into the role and becoming better at AWPing like every day.
And the crosshair, because you have an interesting crosshair, okay? Because
okay, now that's my nade crosshair. It's broken. So if you join GoTV when I've pressed my bind to have my big crosshair, it's just got the big crosshair all game. So yeah, it's just ruins the stream. My bad.
We're gonna compliment it. We were saying it was perfect. It's got you know one of those surveys where they place you're left of politics and you're authoritarian. Okay, it's just perfect to just place it on there. Okay.
It's like you're scoped 24/7, bro. You got the lines the whole time.
Yeah, I've always scoped up with the AWP. Even on my 5.7, yeah.
So why don't you have the periscope angle? Okay, the -1, the +1. So I know Jinxzie has it. Jinxzie has a cool color as well. White periscope angle for his nades. Why not get that instead?
I've just always used it. I don't mess with that new thing. You have to hold the nade out for so long as well. You stand there for like 5 seconds before it pops up.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So yeah, just be fun. It's not actually 5 seconds, but it's a few seconds.
You can change it for each grenade and things like that and play around with it. I have it off on like HEs, but like for smokes and flashes, I have it pop up after a couple seconds.
So what do you use that for in particular? Like, is it to line up the gradient or in particular, or does, certain parts of the texture line up with like this brown part of the ramp matches up with -1. Once it's there, I can throw to smoke easy, or?
I only ever really use it on Inferno when I'm trying to set up flashes. Okay. Nana. Like there's like a couple like really good half-full flashes that if you want to like get it perfect so it like blinds the corner and also the sandbags player, you need to have it like pretty much pixel perfect. Yeah. And I use like the -1 at the top to like line it up on one of the buildings on the side.
Okay.
I just use it for like line it up horizontally with this tip of a balcony or just random stuff like that. Don't really line it up with patches or anything. Just geometry of buildings.
Okay. The moto smoke is very helpful with it. Yeah. Especially now that the art's gone. Top mid.
Yeah. Actually, I was actually wondering as well with Tito, because obviously Tito's very active in the scene. He actually helped me out today as well. How does Tito treat you guys in particularly? Okay, like, he treat you incredibly well. What's his role in the team?
He does a lot of management stuff, so like telling us about tournaments, making like spreadsheets and stuff to like for our availabilities and stuff like that.
Perhaps tries to get us a monster sponsorship. That's about it.
Every day, yeah. He just helps. If we like want something or want him to look at something, he'll just do it for us. So yeah,
sounds pretty
good. Helpful with that.
Yeah, sounds like a really good team manager, to be honest. So what do you guys think you guys will do next?
He might be better than Jason.
Ooh. Jason's going to get smoked.
He might be. I don't know.
Jason just had his headset off at the time. Didn't hear that at all. He's got the headset back on. He heard that Jinxzie said he was the best team manager ever. Okay, that's right, Jinxzie. That's exactly what you said.
Yeah.
But also, how do you guys think you're going to do next season at ECL? Like, are you guys going to play 7th again or playoffs?
making the playoffs, I'll be happy. Yeah, we
Yeah.
played pretty bad this season. We had the pain leaving the team. We went through a few different players as well, which cost us a few games. But yeah, hopefully we can do better. Making the playoffs I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, playoffs is definitely the goal. I think if we can get playoffs, then it helps cement us as players within the Oceanic region as well, right? So, and then maybe we can actually try and get some decent scrims most of the time.
Last question. Who's your biggest rival getting into the playoffs? Who would be your biggest threat? Would it be Vantage, Mind Freak, DXA, Arcade? Obviously, they're in there as well.
I don't really feel this way, but I guess people would probably feel this way. Probably Mind Freak, because they got pain in it. I don't personally feel that way, but that'd probably be the team that we will have the biggest problems against.
Is it for counter-stratting, or is it because he's just too damn good?
No, they always play properly. They don't troll very often. They play by the book. So it's hard to especially if you're making mistakes, to beat a team like that. You have to be pretty good flawless.
And your thoughts, Hassie?
Yeah, always.
Sorry for Jinxzie. Jeez, I'm terrible at this.
They said you're flawless.
So good. Yeah, I mean, so what was it? So first was FlyQuest, then Rooster, then BNK, then Vantage, then Mindfreak. So probably Vantage and Mindfreak are going to be the teams that are going to stop us on the way. I think the only, the biggest also danger would be obviously if it's going to be the same BO2 as last season, losing a map to Arcade or things like that can definitely hurt your chances of making it. So you definitely got to watch out for those teams. You can't just be oh, we beat DXA in the relegations, so this game doesn't need to don't worry about it. And then let's say if they do beat Deadweight, or I believe it's Deadweight that they're playing, and make it in next season, we've got to make sure we show up to all the games pretty much.
Yeah,
even if we can take a game off Rooster, we almost did on Vertigo, I believe, when I first joined. Yeah. So if we can take a map off one of those big teams, it really puts a good chance on you making that playoff spot.
Yep, and you wouldn't want to be a victim of a Foggers 40k, okay? Foggers will be going on about it all week on Twitter if he does get a 40k.
Oh, dude, that's retirement standards if Foggers is dropping 40 on you.
Oh, I remember one time, this is a story for later, I suppose, that Jamie, obviously Vertex manager, said, Foggers, you're shit, and Foggers immediately hits an ace on overpass.
The classic.
But anyways, what do you guys want to say to all your fans at KZG? Because of course KZG does a lot more than just esports. They do everything.
So thanks, guys. Play retakes.
Yeah, play the KZG retakes by VIP.
Anything else?
Hopefully we can make it land again. I don't know. I mean, we're just gonna show up and do our job, right? And play well, and then the fans can call us trash or call us good or hype us up or whatever they want, as long as they watch and enjoy.
Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys enjoy it, and thanks for coming on, Jinxzie and Hassie. Really appreciate it for you guys to come on. Obviously, as with all these interviews, they'll be available on YouTube in about a few moments. And yeah, hope you guys had a great time on ECL today, and see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.